So these chestnuts I've been peeling here, I've been taking the brown bit off first and just cooking them. I've noticed when you cook them on a campfire, the chestnuts with the brown stuff still on, when you take the brown stuff off, that other brown coating comes off as well, if you can see it. So when I'm just taking the brown coating off and putting them straight in that hot pot and cooking, all that stuff's going in my food as well. And I've only just noticed that, really. I think I've noticed that through observation. I believe if I had my comments on, there'd be enough people out there to correct me and say, look, you need to do this, and yeah, and I don't mind that. Back to what I was saying about kids yesterday, if you just leave them alone, they can teach us stuff. Like, it might, when people's learning and doing stuff, it might look like they're doing stuff wrong to start off with, but I think if they just keep doing it and you leave them alone, they'll eventually solve it themselves, do you know what I mean, without other people intervening. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, and I know there's different circumstances to it and things like that, because you won't want no one playing near a cliff or where sea is, where tide comes in and that. I understand circumstances, do you know what I mean, but I think I've got this theory really that if you got a kid and didn't expose it to any of the world what we live in, like put it on a desert island, or not like a tropical island where it can survive, and just leave the kid alone, I believe that if the kid would then be able to blow our minds, do you know what I mean, on what it actually knows, do you know what I mean. But I think because kids are born into the world, then they're being taught stuff by people like me that's absolutely wrong and got no idea about anything. We're passing false knowledge onto those kids and stopping them from finding out the actual truth. So that's what I mean. I think if you just leave them alone, man, and just let them learn themselves, do you know what I mean. I think a sting of a nettle or a sting of a bee can spark like suspicion in a kid, you know what I'm saying. That's enough then for it to know that the world we live in can be quite a dangerous place by just something as simple as a sting from a nettle or a sting from a bee or something like that. I have no idea what I'm talking about, but I think about these things. I like to get them off my chest. Thank you for listening. Right, so for the past 2 days, all I've had to eat now is just chestnuts, grubs, and Horlicks and powdered milk. I went to make a bowl of oats this morning with the rest of my oats, with the rest of the powdered milk and the Horlicks, and I managed to knock it over by accident. I felt like booting the empty bowl across the forest, but I didn't. I just took it as a sign. I'm back in the woods now, and because those grubs tasted that good yesterday, I'm going to try and find some more. But really, back to what I was saying about kids a minute ago, living on a tropical island, if you just left them alone. I think if you put one kid on a tropical island, they'll end up dying. If you put 10 kids on a tropical island, one might end up surviving, or two, or I don't know, but eventually I think knowledge will get passed along to the point where if you then 10 out of 10 will be able to be all right, you know what I'm saying. But I still stand by that, what I say. If you just left the kid alone and just let it do it, let it does what it wants to do, I think we'd be surprised what we actually learn from it, you know what I'm saying. I do think kids need guidance really, but they need to be around the right people. There you go. Oh. One, two, three, 6. These ones look a little bit different from them ones yesterday. I don't know what these are going to taste like or even explode like. You can see everything inside of it. I don't know if you can see that. Go on. That one was chewy. Still tastes a little bit nutty. The bigger one here. Do you think people can get worms and parasites? I think people can get worms and parasites and things like that. I suppose most of these things that I talk about are just theories of mine. I think the best way to get rid of a parasite or a worm is first to starve it. So fast for like, I say 100 hours would be ideal. Yeah, probably 24, 48. 72 hours might be alright. Then once you've starved it, then poison it out your body. And what I mean by poison it out your body is go on a diet for a certain amount of time what consists of just organic food, really, natural foods. I think a lot of bad stuff loves sugar, you know. These are a lot chewier than the ones yesterday. There's not a lot of meat on them, so bless them, man. I've just broke into the home, ate them. Now I'm going to pour them back in it. Hopefully a robin comes or something. On to the next stump. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice. I got the flow trying to see the roof. I didn't wear bulletproof, so I got shot. You can see the proof. Blind eyes can look at me and see the truth. I wonder if Stevie do. Beetlejuice. Ooh. That's a little bit different. I don't want to go that. I'm going to try it anyway. I'm trying it. I'm starting to get a little bit political, aren't I? Apparently, when they're making all this vegetarian food anyway, they kill loads of beetles. Oh, I don't really want to put this one into my mouth. There's something different about this one, man. Yeah. Oh, it's nutty like other one. It's nutty. All the people that watch my videos, I urge somebody, please, let's go and try some of these beetles because they're quite nice. See if we can get another. Yeah, not eating an earwig. Oh, I think me. This is making like a clicking thing. So after it clicks, like a cricket or like a flea when it clicks and then jumps right out, that's what that was doing. Feel like quite a tense click between my fingers. Yeah. Nutty. Got a bit of a different taste, but still a little bit nutty. Nice. It had a nutty taste with like a mild egg white taste. Like when you make a protein drink and you put raw eggs in it, it tastes nice. It tastes of chocolate, strawberry or banana. Then you get that mild taste of the egg white or the egg yolk, whichever bit. You know what I mean? I'm not bothered about centipedes or out like that. Not yet anyway. They move around too much. Or woodlice, I'm not bothered. Not too fussed about what a woodlice tastes like. I want some of those grubs with meat in them, man. Oi, come here. Do you think I'm basically doing what I used to do as a kid and what grown-ups told me not to do? I'm basically trying to relive my childhood, you know, like, so I think I'm trying to reclaim something. I know, like, I live the way I live, and I live outside, I live in this, I do all this outdoor stuff, but I think the main thing what I'm trying to do is I want answers, you know, like, what triggers me to do certain things, why I get certain feelings and emotions. It's more than just me not wanting to pay any bills or conform to society, really. I think I'm in search of something. I do think I'm getting there. I like I suppose it's not a nice place to go sometimes, and I think that's why I suppress certain feelings and emotions with chemicals and food and things like that. I do feel as if though every time I fall off at bandwagon, I come back stronger. Ah, buzzing. Real nutty one there. There you up. Look at the size of that one. Beauty. 2. Dinner served, baby. I live the way I live, yeah, and I've got myself to feed and also 2 dogs, so I've got like 3 mice to feed. Oi, oi. I don't want to put that in your mouth, do you? I think I'm disturbing nature a little bit sometimes. See those little holes here? You see where the grub's been going in? It's not a worm, is it? My guess is they're really deep into this wood. I think there's some soft spot where you can break into it. Oh. Look, it all churned up in there from beetles, man. There you have it, bingo, a little one. They bang on, honestly. I'm probably trying to show off a little bit, yeah. But I'm going to say I'm not even trying to show off. They are actually bang on. You should try them. Look. That one there again, look. I feel like Mufasa. Simba. I feel like Simba, sorry. Or Timon and Pumbaa, look. I'm eating good. Oh. When you get these ones here, they right grip onto your fingers, man, and then drop off. Smells, doesn't it? I think I try and chew them quite quick as well, because I'm not sure if they're going to try and bite me or something like that. So, second I put it into my mouth, I immediately get where I want it and then chew it straight away. You know what I've noticed as well, sometimes a robin might follow you back to where you're going. I've had that before, where I've got a robin. It comes daily. It even comes really close to you sometimes. To me sometimes, like I think even to the point where one might have landed on my foot before where I'm just drifting off or something like that. How's that chestnut ended up in there? Plus there's another chewed bit of chestnut there. Not going to destroy it too much and have another minute on it. Lion King's a good film as well, isn't it, don't you think? I like that film. Even as an adult, I still watch that film. It's a good film. No. Oh, Rocky knows I'm about to speak, don't you? Don't you? Come on then. Told you, as soon as I start speaking, I don't shut up. I might as well though, haven't I? So, what, I've been living in here for nearly, I don't know, over 2 months, I think. I'm going to try and stay in here. I'm going to stay in here, but I've been doing a little bit of thinking just recently, and I think I'd like nothing more now to get in like an estate car, like a Volvo. Nothing top of range, something cheap, you know, but reliable. With a roof racking on top, a roof box on top of that. Got loads of items inside of that, like axe, fishing rods, things. Just a half decent car that's reliable, taxed, MOT'd and insured and all that, and just hit that road and do a bit more travelling, you know, this winter. But I have to see what happens. I'm not going to rush into anything, but I think if I come across something half decent and cheap, I'd like to get it, you know, and do that what I've just said. And like people often say they call me like a digital nomad, and I suppose it's true, isn't it? You know, I could go anywhere now around England, Scotland or Wales, and I think I'll be all right, you know, as long as, yeah. So I'm kind of like a digital nomad, I suppose, which is a good thing to be, really. You know, I think even a digital nomad could look like 6 foot tall, muscly, stops in hotels every day, and think that's classed as a digital nomad. You don't have to just live in a shed in woods, do you? Or, you know what I mean? But that's not me anyway. But so I'm really tired and my eyes are quite dry and sticky, so I'm just going to try and go to sleep, and then I'll see you all tomorrow. So thank you for watching and goodbye. Bye bye.